People will sell all sorts of things to feed an addiction, but a couple in China has gone further than ever before. The National Ledger reports. A young Chinese couple has sold all 3 of their children in exchange for money to play online games at internet cafes. A relative turned the couple in after learning what they had done. $9,700. A blogger for Joystick writes, that was the amount the parents reeled in for the children before they were turned in. Li Ling and Li Yuan sold their baby daughter for approximately $500, as well as 2 sons for $4,600 each. The Xinjiang City News reported that the couple were turned over to authorities by Li Ling's mother. While selling the children is illegal in China, the couple's defense was a little unorthodox. They claim they didn't know. Digital Journal says that isn't as far off as it may sound. They say other Chinese laws may have confused the young parents. They report, according to Xinjiang City News, the newspaper which originally reported on the couple's actions, neither Ling nor Yuan knew selling their children was illegal. In China, where a one-child policy is heavily enforced, it is likely that the couple, both allegedly under 21 years of age, sincerely did not know that their actions were against the law. A writer for Device reacts, saying, we've seen this kind of behavior from electronics junkies before, but never like this. We've heard of young teens trading kidneys for iPads, virginities for iPhones, and weirdos who eat deep-fried PSPs, but parents selling their kids to fund internet gaming addictions? That's new and insane. But is it really that simple? A writer for Gather says that gaming or otherwise, an addiction is an addiction. It's more than a case of deadbeat parents. The egregious act is tantamount to a crack cocaine addiction. In both instances, the instrument of addiction is needed over and over as the person chases another high. I'm Gary Cotton for Newsy. Multiple sources, the real story.
John and Carrie, doctors say the young man in the UK died from something called deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. It's basically a blood clot that developed in his calf, made its way up to his lungs. Doctors here in the Valley say even the healthiest gamer can develop DVT if he or she sits around too long.
Get B, get B.
His favorite game is Call of Duty, Black Ops. Brett Hampton says playing it consumes countless hours of his day.
You just get in the zone. Like, you see nothing. It's kind of like tunnel vision, I'd say. You just kind of focus on what you're doing and go from there.
A one-time pro gamer, 25-year-old Hampton has equipped his room with a gaming chair and high-tech headphones. Hampton doesn't let anything get in the way of the game, not even his health.
If my legs fall asleep, I'll just hit them, and that's about it. Like, I've had no really effects from playing games.
It's usually only on one side and not the other. So redness, swelling, and pain with movement are primarily the signs and symptoms of DVT.
Emergency room physician Dr. Dan Kwan warns sitting too long can, like in some of these games, have deadly consequences. Dr. Kwan says deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, can develop after just 4 hours.
Most commonly, it will migrate from the lower extremity to the lung and cause a blood clot in the lung.
The doctor says movement is the best medicine, but for Hampton, who is also studying to become a game programmer, it might not be warning enough.
It'll be in the back of my mind. I don't know if I'll take a break. I might do little stretches. Maybe lay down in my bed and play. That's about it. I'm not going to stop playing though, the way I do.
DVT is the same conditions doctors warn you about when you're going to be stuck on a long plane ride or a car ride. While it is unlikely, even healthy people can get a blood clot, so the best thing really is to get up and move around. Stretch your legs and move them at least every 4 hours. In the newsroom, Anita Roman, Fox 10 News.
Get myfoxphoenix.com on your iPhone, free at the App Store, and stay connected.
So yeah, I like FPSs. What can I say? There's nothing like the rush of hunting people down and killing them. I mean, my heart's beating, my hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting, and I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.